So today we're going to make this Zara cap. Alright, so if you're a new subscriber to our channel, please do well to subscribe so that you get notification whenever we post our videos. And if you're already subscribed, welcome So today for the Zara cap, we're going to measure 27 inches to 7 inches width into two places, right? So for the design at the back, the bow tie we measure 11 inches into three places. Then for the tail part of it, we're going to measure also 11 inches into two places. Alright, so that's what we're measuring now. Okay, don't forget for the Zara cap, measure 27 inches length and 7 inches width. Okay. We are going to start with the Zara cap first. So this is the 27 inches in length and the 7 inches in width for the Zara cap. Alright, so for the purpose of this video, actually I was to make two Zara cap for a customer. Alright, so that's why you're seeing 2 or 4 pieces of ashoke there. I'm actually going to make 2 Zara cap for the customers. Right, so get the one you measure 27 inches in length and sew it together. All right, as you can see, remember I told you guys that you measure it into 2 places, so you sew it together. All right, this is what I'm doing now. Okay, so after sewing it together, we're going to close the edges, the 2 sides of the edges. You close it. All right, so I'm closing the 2 sides of the edges now. The reason why we close the edges is to avoid the ashoke wasting. Okay, so that's what I'm doing now. I'm closing the edges. After closing the edges, measure 3.5 inches in width and sew it on top. As you can see, I've already measured the 3.5 inches. Then I'm closing it by sewing it on top. Measure your marco. This is the marco. You can get this marco from people that are selling a shoemaker materials. So measure it 20 inches. Make sure you trim the edges and put it inside the loop or inside the hole that I measured 3.5 inches. Put it and arrange it so that where you sew will be at the middle. Alright, you turn it back and sew. Alright, but before you sew, you measure out 11 inches. Alright, after measuring 11 inches, then sew at that spot. Then at this point, we're going to gather it. As you can see, I'm gathering it. You gather and sew. You gather and sew. Alright, to form the gather at the base. You gather it till the tip or to the top of the Zara cap where the marco is. So after sewing it, you turn it upside. Get your Zara cap. That's the finished product of the Zara cap. Now we're doing the design at the back, the bow tie first. You measure 11 inches in length into three places. So this is the three places. Now I'm sewing them together. All right. So after sewing the three places or the three part of it, turn it and sew the three edges. That is closing the three edges. All right. So this is what I'm doing now. Sew the different edges. So the remaining part, we use that remaining part to turn it outside and to turn it to the new or to the correct side of their shoulder. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. I'm turning it to the correct side of their shoulder. After turning it, you close up the edges and sew it on top. Close up the edges, fold it in. As you can see what I'm doing, fold it in and sew on top. Cut out a pieces 2.5 inches in length and close the edges. We are going to use this to close up our bow tie when we are done with our bow tie, to give it a good look or to give it a good finishing. Form our bow tie. We are going to gather our material into three places. For this type of bow tie that we're using now, we gather it into two places. Then we use the small material that we cut out and sew and close it to give it a good finishing or to give it a good look. Alright, that's what we're doing now. And our bow tie is ready. Use your needle and thread, a matching thread, to sew it or to cover the bow tie properly. So our bow tie is ready. To make the tail part of our bow tie, remember this Zara cap, our bow tie has a tail. So you get your material, the one you measured 11 inches also, into two places. Then you fold it in as I'm doing in this video, right, to get our tail. After folding it, you sew on top, holding it properly so that it will not lose. Alright, so that's what I'm doing. Remember, it's in two places. So the same way you do the first one is the same way that you do the second one to get the tail. So as you're sewing, as you're folding it in, you're sewing it on top of it to get the actual design. Our two tail is ready. As you can see the two of it. So we are going to sew the two tails together, alright, and attach it to our bow tie to form the design we have in the picture. Use your needle and your matching thread to attach it together to the bow tie. Don't forget that the tail will be at the back of the bow tie, right? And sew it together with your needle and your thread. to our design at the back of our Zara cap is ready. After attaching it together, you also attach it to the Zara cap that you have made already. So by doing so, our Zara cap is ready. So any embellishment of your choice to cover the book. If you find this video helpful, you can give us a thumbs up by liking this video. You can also subscribe if you have not done so. You can like our video and share to others. Thank you. See you in our next video.